What's up, guys? How are you doing? So skills has been changed to a now tier 3 kind of system, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 system in the 0.18 update. And I wanted to talk about mainly about how it has changed and how they are now different in terms of being nerfed. Some of the skills are nerfed, some of them are actually buffed. And we're gonna see from the past and the future. So what I did, I have my past video right here in front of me. So as you can see, it says physical condition and combat medicine plus 25% stamina recovery. And let's look at marathon, which they have changed. They have changed it to fully equipped run. I think its name is now fully equipped run, and it's now 15%. So now it means that a lot of the skills has been nerfed, maybe to compensate for maybe the being able to pick in the operator upgrades, being able to pick now, whichever path you want to go. And I just wanted to show you guys that because in my head I have many of these things in my head and now it's changed. So I have been making videos and not really thinking about maybe they could have changed it. So I just wanted to put that out there first. So let's go in game. So now that we're in game, we're going to check out the skills, which there is no longer a category for skills. Skills and contracts no longer have a category. So you don't have to worry about contracts, especially putting your guys them in work and then you have to leave him there for like an hour, something 2 hours, sometimes a whole day, not being able to play that character to get some material. That was kind of annoying. So let's start with physical condition. I have everything in that book. As I said, you probably wouldn't see it because I have blur on, which blurs my background, but I wrote everything from on the video so I could explain to you guys the difference between it. So if you're a new player, this probably wouldn't be of interest for you. If you're an old player, watched my previous Caliber videos from my other channel, my Caliber main channel, you would say, then you would probably want to just sit back and just, listen. So physical condition, it used to be named stamina pouch. And the cooldown was negative 20% and the application was 20%. In game, it's actually negative 25% and the application is 25% also. So for the tier 3. So we're only gonna be talking about the tier 3 because I have tier 3 for almost all my stuff. So as long as you maxed it out, it will be 25%. So we got an extra 5% on it. So that was a buff. Let's go to this right here, which is respiratory training, which 2% to stamina per second. Let me see whatever it matches with. Doesn't seem like it matches with anything here. A spec for combat medicine. And when I'm talking about the book, yeah, combat medicine, that's previous, like to 2021, maybe 2022, up to the update. It only says 25% speed in recovery of the stamina. So which one is actually better? 25% recovery or 2 every second? 25% obviously would be better, but it says 2 every second instead. Okay, let's move on. Let's go there. So when you're dead and you're coming out from being resuscitated, you will have an extra 200 stamina points, and here it only has 100. So in the past you could have 100, now you have 200 stamina points when you have been revived, which is very good. So this is a buff again, so we got a buff for this. And then we have marathon. It's almost in order on the previous updates. So marathon here is 15% sprint speed when you have your primary weapon out. I used to actually use that all the time. I use that every single time. I loved using marathon because I love playing support. Support is like my favorite. Playing Sputnik is my favorite. And marathon is actually 20%. So it actually used to be 25%. So that is a 5% nerf. It's not a lot, but I think it used to be 25% earlier on in 2020. 2021, but I don't want to even talk about that because I know these guys gonna rip me to shreds. They know who I'm talking about. Duck and weave. There's duck and weave. It's 15%, and yep, it's actually 15% damage reduction while you are running. So it's not a buff nor a nerf. It's just a neutral. Stay frosty. It was actually negative 30% on stuns and suppress and stuff like that, but now it's up to 40%, which is a buff. It's actually pretty good. Because I'm seeing a lot of aimers and a lot of bob ones and stuff like that, so this could actually be quite annoying. So the buff is actually welcomed. I don't use Stay Frosty, so yeah. As you can see, I always use self-treatment. Homostatic serum was actually they actually nerfed it. I think they actually nerfed it. Let me see. Yep, they actually nerfed it or reworked it. So this is probably in a different different skill right now. So they have reworked a lot of stuff. So they moved them. So when you're seeing it not in one, it will probably be in another. So hold on for a little while. But basically, it's a nerf based on it being a skill. It only gives you 15 HP, but actually it used to actually give you 15 HP when you execute a player also. When you execute a player, you're supposed to get 15 HP. So it doesn't do that. So that's kind of a nerf, but I think they took that somewhere else. So let's see. Second wind, over 2.5 seconds. After revival, you get 50 HP. I think that's... But I don't have that here, so I think second wind might be something new. Or because I don't use second wind anyways. But yeah, you get 50 HP after being revived. So that's pretty good. Let's move on to shooting posture. Shooting posture, 15% less damage. Yes. It was actually here. I don't think that was its name in the old version, but I think it could be that anyways. But yeah, wasn't a nerf, and wasn't a buff. Good arrow and arrow. Good arrow and arrow is actually I don't think it was there. It came earlier on in the last update where they added some new ones. So this is like a new one, but not new to the 0.18 update. Cooldown R is actually pretty good. While you are above, let's say, 300 stamina points, you'll be immune to stuns and slows and traps and all these kind of things, which is pretty cool. I actually love playing with it when I'm playing characters that, let's say a Feeler and Stackader. People have last stand abilities, and stunning them can really destroy it. But even in case they live past that, they will destroy you before they actually die. Because last stand gives you extra 2 seconds or something like that to stay alive, even after you're 0 HP. So that's actually pretty good. Crawl speed, craving for life, 100%. As I said in my last video, that might be nice for having a character that stays with the team. And then actually down, like let's say Alma's Diamond, if he dies he can revive people, so it might be nice to have it on him. But I'm saying if in case you want, but I would probably use a different skill. Let's go. Treatment factor, 30% more healing from any source. So it means if you use, let's say your who uses heal packs anyways, let's say you use that, you get 30% more healing. That's pretty cool. That's new. That's new. Not to the not probably not to the update, but it's new rather than what we are accustomed to for the past 2-3 years or whatever. Sixth sense. Movement speed is increased while being affected by the mark by 15%. I do not remember that, and I do not see it on here, so it means that it probably wasn't there at the time that I made the video. It's something new. That would be the last pick thing on my mind. Last pick thing. We have, if you are affected by a debuff, take less damage from bullets, 15%, which might be good, you know. Might be good, but it's new. It's new, so we're not gonna talk about it. It might be good, but I think self-treatment is always my win over there. Self-treatment was winning for me. Let's go with adrenaline buzz. When the operator has less than 50 HP, they gain movement speed increase by 20%. This is actually somewhere else. It's actually somewhere else also. So no, we don't have this one, but it's always unwelcomed. But I don't think I'd pick it in physical condition. If it was probably in a different category. We have this one where you can move move faster while crouched, and you will make less sounds and stuff like that. But who really crouches in this game? This game is so not slow anymore. We thought that it would have been a slower game when we just jumped on it, but the game is so freaking fast. Everybody's running around. It's not really. It has lost a lot of the tacticalness, I say, because I'm just running from things since the game start. I'm trying to reach the middle of the map to get that little edge, because the middle of the map is always a place where you could wait for unsuspecting foes. So that's it. Just not as tactical as I thought. Like, let's say Rainbow Six Siege or something, but it is fun. Don't quote me wrong. While aiming, your movement is increased by 20%. I don't really find these are kind of useless for me. But, yeah, let's go to protective materials. So anti-shrapnel layer, it used to be 20%, and now it's up to 50%. So that's a big buff. Subdermic morphine, 30 HP. Let me see if you got that. Yeah, but this time it's actually 40 HP, so it actually was a nerf. So instead of doing 40 HP, they now have it doing 30 HP over the 5 seconds after your armor is destroyed. That's kind of a nerf. Generative materials, it used to be somewhere else. It's still there. It's 2 armor, now it's 1.5 armor per second, so that's a nerf. Let's see what we have there. Adaptive ammo, temporary shield of 20 HP. Here it's 30 HP, so that's a buff. Snug Fit, don't have Snug Fit, so I guess it wasn't there at the time. So this is something a little bit new. So while at full armor, your stamina will basically increase, so you'll get up to 8 per second, which is actually pretty cool, but not of my choice for. So we have composite ammo, and we didn't have that before. You get up to 30 HP every time you restore your plates. So it's actually pretty nice. So using your plates will actually your reserve plates would actually give you 30 HP. So if you use that, and probably self-treatment would probably be the best thing ever. Probably the best thing. Well, actually, 30% healing with the treatment factor probably be good also. Headshot damage. Well, I don't see headshot damage here. Protective material. But I'd assume that it was probably that amount because it came after. So it's probably here already. Then we have you lose 20 armor. But you gain 200 stamina. That's actually new also. It's actually new also. Using the med pack, you get 80 stamina also. That's new. It's actually new also, but it's not really as useful as. That's why it's not level up. It's still white. Internal reserve. If the operator has less than 50 stamina points remaining, they will restore 250 stamina over 3 seconds. That's actually pretty. You can come clutch per round, but I use stamina sticks so much throughout the whole match, so. Back to thermal coating. Thermal coating was actually 10%, and now it's up to 20%, so that's a buff. Then we have precision rifling, which was actually 10% also, so it goes up to 20%. And an improved mag, which is the quick release mag. It was 20%, and now it's 40%. Now the bolt assembly mechanism, this one right there. This one actually used to be a lot different, because it didn't add the rate of fire. It didn't add the rate of fire, but now it adds the rate of fire, and hair trigger no longer adds that rate of fire to your primary, which is here. It only adds it to your sidearm, which it used to be primary. So they switched it around and added it here, but it's now like basically with a nerf, because it used to be higher than that. But here we are, armor piercing rounds. Armor piercing rounds was actually 15%, and it's actually 10% here too. We have the heavy ammo pack, which gives you replenishes your special gear and gives you like 360 seconds of like cooldown time added. That's when you use your reserve ammo pack. Yep, it's the same. We have that thermal. It's actually the same also. From graphic site, it's actually the same also. We have this one here, which is new. It's in an enemy with a weapon, which increases burning gas and bleeding effects by 35%. The more you hit the person, the more it will increase. Pretty good, because it stays for 35 seconds, for 8 seconds, so it means that you actually have enough time to destroy that person if you hit them instantly. We have flat trajectory, which came a little bit late after I have made the update, and pretty cool. It increases the range. Some people think it actually increases the damage itself. Just increases the range. So basically, this is probably not the best one to use, but let's say you're doing like 10 damage at 10 meters. If it's increased by 15%, then you probably do 3 damage. It's a bad way to start to do maths, but it's kind of weird. It's weird, man. It's mainly for medics anyways, but it's hard to calculate. But it's not all that when it actually takes away from your headshot. So you just have to hit body shots like Bobo. You have the tungsten bullet coating. This was after I had made the video also, so they were preparing for this kind of update. Primary weapon does like 25% headshot damage, but then your effective range is by 15%. Not a lot. I think it's still a nice win, because I think not too long ago it actually used to make your bullets slower, which was annoying. So it was annoying to have, especially on, let's say, what's the sniper name? Archer. It was very annoying on Archer for sure. It was the worst on Archer. Additional pouches, you can have 3 of each type of reserve. We didn't have that back then, but now we have it. You get your mines from on the ground after the round has ended. So if you have 3 of them, up to 3 of them, you'll be able to get them back in your pockets. There's some damage resistance here, 10%, and stamina recovery 120. So you get a boost of 120 and 10% damage resistance by using your stim. So that's kind of new. I have the heavy barrel, 10% damage, but 40% recoil. That's kind of new also. And we have for the drones, which we never had also, which is 15% durability and 20% 50% damage and effect increase, and the durability increases 20%. Yeah, that's pretty good for when you're using Shawei's drone. Anything else? Lightweight chest rig. Okay, so basically you decrease your side arm ammo by and your primary weapon by 1 magazine, but then you get extra movement speed, which is 15%, and you get a bit of stamina increase also, and 50. It's not really a good trade for a character that is slow, but let's say if you're using maybe a fast character, maybe like Ophelia, where she can actually utilize that speed because she's like the fastest character, then you'll be able to be in their spawners like no time. Yeah, that's still kind of cool. You're making a fast build. And now we're going to combat tactics. Short steps was actually 20%. Now it's 25. That's a buff. That's a buff right there. We should go a little up. Spear revival kits. You get 3 of them. You only used to actually get 1, so you're getting 3 of them right now. Find formula. When you stem, you get 80%. You get 80 stamina and 10% speed for 5 seconds. Now you get 160, 20% speed, which is good. Air jumping over. Ooh, they actually brought it up to 100%. So you'll be able to jump from heights. Jump from heights and actually not get any damage, which is actually pretty nice. But nobody really does that anyway. And you're not sure which map you're going on, so all these things are kind of useless. Go down. So Silent Warrior. So first of all, I think it was kind of nerfed. You could get 30% revival speed, so you could revive people very quick. Like if you had Caravi, you would just revive people in like seconds. Actually, not even seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds, when everybody would take probably 4 seconds or something like that. You would like decrease the time by too much. It was almost OP. It was almost OP, to tell you the truth. And then you would get 15% movement and 10% damage. So here you're getting the same thing. Yep. But without the revival speed, which they put into here. They put it into here, emergency here, 30%. So you're getting the 30% here instead, which is kind of messed up. An ambush, the activation time takes 0.5 seconds. It used to be after 2 seconds, so yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Blood Rage. Upon executing an enemy, you get 30 HP and 100 stamina over 5 seconds. So they kind of moved that hemostatic serum. They kind of made it kind of weird because you're not getting the top of the HP, but you get it here as Blood Rage. But kind of didn't make sense, but we're not gonna talk about it. Okay, counter attacked. This one is not necessarily a new one, but it was kind of there after I made the video earlier on. So you get 15% damage increase after 3 hits. So that's actually pretty cool. I use that a lot on anybody that has like 60 armor. Like he has 60 armor. Velour has 60 armor, but I mean he doesn't have the HP. He doesn't have the HP like a Hagana, but you could still kind of use it on him depending. But I used it on him. You could also do that. Then we have Headhunt, which I never use. Every time you eliminate someone by shooting them in the head, you get 90 stamina points. That's kind of useless. 15 HP, that could work, but it only works if you're using somebody like a medical avant-garde that can rush. So that's actually good for him, actually, avant-garde. Then you get 5% damage resistance that's for sniping. So damage resistance will come so if you're the last person remaining, then you'll have 20% damage resistance, which is kind of good for sniping. Trust me, I used it, so you guys see my new video coming out soon. The revival speed 30%. I told you guys this used to be, it's actually on Caravi, so they removed it. It was built into him, I think, and they actually put it there. So Silent Warrior would make him kind of OP. tried to balance him. While I think that was kind of not really. That's like a throwaway. 70% damage reduction while doing an execution. I mean, why would you even take the risk of executing someone if you know you're gonna get shot doing it? It's risky. Don't try it. Don't try it. Tough nut. You got 25 HP left. You get 50% damage resistance, but actually, you deal 50% less damage with your guns. So I used that with Starcader, and I just used these I used his axe instead, and he was kind of OP. I have a very OP build with him, with that on him. So shoulder to shoulder, whenever you're near teammates 8 meters away from you, you reload 25% faster and 10% less damage from firearms. Useless. Don't go picking that. Sidearm penetration. This goes good with her for sure. Sly has a shotgun as a secondary, so if she has a shotgun, and Aima, or Aim or whatever is her name, she might be a good choice too. She has one of the best submachine guns. That might be a good pick for her also, because it does 15% ammo penetration. Get a plus 10 meters damage, basically like a flat trajectory kind of vibes, and then 5% headshot damage. It's actually pretty. So these are the skills. This probably was a long video, and I'm probably not going to edit it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't.